All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Big Daddy Cool Vinny Apsella reporting to you live from Falcon Field here in Meriden, Connecticut, with the Connecticut Panthers taking on the Western Connecticut Militia. The Militia are currently 6-0. The Panthers are 5-1. And we got a jam-packed game for you. I am being joined now with the PA, the voice of the Connecticut Panthers, Lenny Murdo. How are you doing today, Lenny?
Oh, just fine, Vince. We got another beautiful Saturday night here in Meriden and a big game. This is the number one team and the number two team in the league. It is the a game between the number one team this year and the reigning NEFL champions. The first game was decided by 3 points, and we were a few men down. Sounds like an excuse. It's the truth, but we were a few men down, a few key players, so I'm looking forward to a really big game.
That's right. I was going over the game this past Thursday's episode of the Sports Wire, and this game, I'm not looking for a blowout this game. I'm looking for a very close game.
I'm hoping that's the way it is. I mean, it was a 3-point game last time. I looked at the stats. We are 1-2 with them as far as points scored, and 1-2 with them for points given up. So if everything hangs true, this is going to be a nail-biter right to the end.
Absolutely. And this game is basically if the Panthers come out victorious, they'll both have a 6-1 record. Points for, it depends on what the score is, but points for currently favors the Militia.
Yeah, I guess that's the 3 points that we're talking about. So
yeah,
we've got to look at more than a 3-point victory. But with the playoff system, there's still a shot that both of these teams will end up in the playoffs.
Absolutely. As I mean, the with the exception of the week before when they went to West Haven and played the Chiefs, they've shut out every opponent with the exception of the first game and the game against the Chiefs. These Panthers, this defense is phenomenal.
Yeah, if the defense is all here and ready to play, I don't see a high-scoring game. I have not seen the Militia this year, so I really can't comment on them. But by halftime, I'll have them completely figured out. You know me, Vince.
Absolutely. We will be here with a halftime show as well, just kind of going over the first half, but that's later on. Big thing we also want to talk about is we have Jenna Murata here singing the national anthem. So if you're listening live on Facebook and you're in the Connecticut area, the Meriden, Connecticut area, come on down to Falcon Field. It's $10 for adults. Kids under 12 are free. And just to not only support the Panthers, which are a great football team, but also support Jenna Murata.
Yeah, she's an internationally acclaimed singer out of New York City. She's been to some real big artistic conferences and all. She writes songs. She sings songs. She's a member of a band. She does a solo act. As I said, she writes her own music, and she sings. I mean, there's not much more you can do in the music industry. Oh, I take it back. She also plays several instruments.
That's right. For those of you that heard the interview on the Sports Wire this past Thursday, we went over her, her upbringing and her bio, and she's a big-time Philadelphia Phillies fan, and but in terms of football, she used to be a Panther in high school when she was at her high school, Elmira Panthers, and she's a Panther once again today.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the Panthers and all the fans here are going to enjoy her greatly.
Oh,
and I've been talking to her, and she's just a real down-to-earth kid. By the way, she's going to be appearing September 21st at a place called The Path Cafe in Greenwich Village, where as a child, a young teen, I saw the likes of Peter, Paul, and Mary, Bob Dylan, people like that come up. So when you play those little venues there, you're big.
Absolutely. And you get your name out there, you get noticed.
Yeah, well, as I say, she's already internationally noticed. I will be given the website later if people want to go on. Mm-hmm. And she will have some of her tapes here for sale. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to stay very long because she has another date in Albany, New York tonight, which is one heck of a ride.
Yes, I give her credit for even coming here to sing and then to go on up to Albany. But that's the essence of what we do here with not only semi-pro football, but the independent singers. Let's try to get these players out there, because what I've noticed is that the indies, whether it's semi-pro football or the independent singers, they do it because that's their passion. They don't get paid a lot. They don't, they're not here for the multi-million-dollar contracts. They may want it eventually, but for now, they're playing for passion.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Vince, as you know, I help manage the tennis center at Yale University, which is holding the Connecticut Open as we speak. And you notice I'm here for football rather than tennis.
Right.
But we had John McEnroe, the legend, a great tennis player, great champion, here at Yale. And he was there for the money, no ifs, ands, or buts. Mm-hmm. He was very short with people, wouldn't sign autographs, wouldn't talk to people, came in, ran, got his money, and ran out. But one of the things he wanted was, before he would sign to come and play, just as an exhibition, not even part of the tournament, he wanted his picture to be bigger than all the women on the promotional material. Otherwise, he would not sign.
Wow.
Of course, being a pro and being a legend, he got his way. He also wanted 5 large pizzas from 5 different pizzerias in the New Haven area.
Wow.
Now, minor pro players don't ask for those kind of things.
No.
It's about power and what they could get and then run away. These kids are out here giving their heart and soul to the game of football. She's given her heart and soul to music. These are the people we want to support.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we are going to do. As a matter of fact, before we get to the national anthem, will be about 10 of 7. And before we get that, I'm actually going to play a song of Jenna's on the air right now. It's Diesel Woman. I've played her on the Sports Wire before, and we've actually got her music blasting through the stadium here at Falcon Field. But this is for you listeners at home. Here's Diesel Woman, Jenna Marotta, right here. It's Western Connecticut Militia at Connecticut Panthers football, right here from Falcon Field, right here on the Sports Wire.
1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Pickup truck, I've been taking it to work and shit. I got myself a real fat ride. Mirrors for the side vision, dually wheels, it's kicking a one-hitter is packed inside. I'm a diesel woman, thinking about getting a new tattoo, thinking about my leather and my guitar too. Sit on the beach, I know it sounds cheesy, but I wanna sit and read. Got a stack of papers, I don't wanna sit and grade them. I just wanna guarantee, but for later. I'm a diesel woman, thinking about getting a new tattoo, thinking about my leather and my guitar too. Every time I go outside, I get a ride on the beachside trolley where the girls don't want them 'cause they just wanna sit and smoke their marijuana. I'm a diesel woman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our pregame show for the Connecticut Panthers, and you're going to see a slobber knocker, or you're going to hear a slobber knocker today. You can only see it if you come down to Falcon Field. Remember, we are here live on Fat Cat Radio, brought to you by the Sports Wire, and we're going to be broadcasting this NFL action. It's going to be your reigning, defending, undisputed 2014 NFL Colonial Conference champions, the Connecticut Panthers, taking on who's going to be their biggest rival to date, the Western Connecticut Militia. Currently, the Militia sit at 6-0. The Panthers, their only loss, they are at 5-1. Their only loss coming to the Militia in the first game of the season. And it's going to be a great game. Lenny and I have been going over it so far, in the pregame show. Of course, this is semi-pro football, so we don't have the stats for each individual player to go over who might make a difference. At least for the Panthers, we could somewhat tell you that quarterbacks for the team, Todd Carroll and also Richard Snowden, they've been switching off very well over the past few weeks. The first home game that I had gone with. They had used primarily Carroll and went to Snowden a little bit. Their last home game, it was primarily Snowden, and they went to Carroll a little bit. How do you see the quarterback situation shaping up this week?
Well, no matter who they go with, I don't see one being better than the other. The problem that I saw last week is, again, solid defense, but we were on the field. That defense was on the field a long, long time because the offense was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Because they're primarily, or at least that game, were primarily a passing team. Football started as a running game. And because of television and pro football and everything else, they're looking for scoring. So they went to the passing game, and that's basically what it is. You can't touch the quarterback anymore. Before, he was just a regular player. Now he's some kind of a god. You can't even look at him.
Right.
So it really makes the passing game shine. The problem is the minor pro teams are following the lead of the National Football League for some reason. They really need to establish a ground game to soften up the defense so the passing game will take over. And I think if we get any running today, we're going to be right in this thing. If we get good running today, we're going to win this thing. Absolutely.
And the running backs that from the majority of the time that we've seen for the Panthers, we've seen Casey Brown, but the majority of the time we've seen number 42, Kevin Woolfolk. He's been great on the run. As far as wide receivers go, Vinny Mooley and Aquan Shabazz, Kyle Watkins. That's the good thing. They spread it around to all their wide receivers. They're not just it's not just one target for the quarterback. They spread it around.
Yeah, well, getting back to the quarterback situation, it's great to spread around and to have 3-4 receivers, but quarterback has enough time to look at his primary and secondary receiver at least. But when you're a constant passing team, they're just pin their ears back and they're in your face. You don't have time to look around. I mean, people put the rap on Dan Marino. Oh, he's a lousy quarterback. He had all these great passing stats, but he never won a championship. Well, he did get to a Super Bowl, but he never had a running game. They always had their ears pinned. They knocked this guy around like a rag doll. He kept stepping up. He kept throwing passes. With a running game, he probably would have been the best ever. So that line really means a lot. Very few quarterbacks, and I can't think of a one, have ever beaten another team single-handedly.
You're absolutely right. I mean, look at even as good as the quarterbacks are, like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, and even going back to Joe Montana and Steve Young, they all had the running backs. Even Troy Aikman with Emmitt Smith, they had a really good running game, which is why they were able to win the Super Bowls.
Yeah, and before that, there were always two running backs. And it was two running backs, not two men in the backfield. Now, if you see two men in the backfield, the fullback is usually a blocking back. He doesn't carry.
Exactly.
But when the few times that he does carry, the halfback doesn't block for him. He's just
Right,
an extra
because
man.
he's behind him. And usually the fullback is used for the 1 or 2 yard gains or the 2-point conversions or whatever. But, yeah, you're right. It's a bit more of a blocker. How do you, and actually let's switch gears to the NFL right now. I mean, with the season right around the corner, training camps are in full effect. How do you see, first of all, Philadelphia signing Tim Tebow? How do you see that?
I think that if Tim Tebow is given a chance and he works with a good quarterback coach, he has all the tools. The kid is multi-talented. But for some reason, people don't like him. Maybe because he's a Christian, maybe because he uses nasty words like God, virginity. He's a pariah. But he is who he is. He's a nice young man. He got great athletic ability. Is he the perfect quarterback? No, but who is?
Right.
You got to be taught things, and some people do things very funny. Greatest hitter in baseball, hit 400 three times. Only 7 men have done it. He was 3 of them. Nobody's done it twice. He's done it 3 times. Was Ty Cobb. Mm-hmm. Nobody could hit like Ty Cobb.
Right.
Hit the worst batting stance in the world. He did everything wrong. If you wanted to teach a kid how to hit, you would say, don't do anything that man does. Nothing.
Wow.
Unless you want to hit 400 3 times.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's usually, it's amazing because you bring up a good point. It's usually the exception to the rule that makes the makes the records, that makes the stance. It's always the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, and they told Tebow, we're going to give you this start. If you don't do very well, you're going to go back on the bench. Well, talk about pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of saying, here, you got 2 or 3 games, go out and show us what you got.
Right. You're absolutely right.
So it's no sport, and I repeat this 100 times, is a pure sport for one person.
Right.
Even individual things like swimming and gymnastics, archery, you have to have a great coach to go with you, somebody to get your head straight, to teach you the basics, and it's all about basics.
Right.
And maybe 1 or 2 little adjustments with Tebow would make him the greatest quarterback ever, and I've never seen him behind a really great line.
No, because even in Denver, he never had that great of a line. I mean, he was being praised for his fourth quarter comebacks, but that's where it ended. And then when they signed Peyton Manning, he was out.
Yeah, well, if you're known for fourth quarter comebacks, that means you're on a lousy team that's always behind.
Yeah, you're right.
It's as easy as that. I mean, I remember a guy named Fran Tarkington back with the Vikings years and years ago. Mm-hmm. They called him the Scrambler. He was small. He couldn't see over the line. He would scramble around, look for an opening, and hit a man, or he'd tuck it and run. Mm-hmm. The Vikings were in 4 Super Bowls with him.
Yeah.
Never won one, but they were in 4 games with him. They decided after the 4th one, we're going to trade him. Traded him to the New York Giants, who had no line. He looked like me at quarterback. He was terrible. Well, he's old. He's used up. His skills have left him, et cetera, et cetera. Fast forward to the following year, they trade him back to the Vikings, and all of a sudden, he's a winning quarterback again. The difference, not Fran Tarkington, the line in front of him.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. All right. What time is it? It's about 6:45. So it was 6:43. I know you've got to get over to announce the starting lineups if you've got them. I've got to get down to the field. We're going to have Jenna Murata singing the national anthem. I'm going to be hyping up the crowd here and getting set for that. So what I'm going to do is there may be some dead air, and unfortunately in radio you don't necessarily like that, but I am going to put on a song that's at least 5 minutes long.
Vince, if you just tell them that they have 5 minutes to get a drink, go to the bathroom, make a sandwich, and then take your shoes off, let the dog out, do what else you have to do, and then sit back and spend the next 2 hours with us. We'll try to make it fun for you.
Absolutely. You heard that from Lenny. I'm going to put on the song now. This song is about 5 minutes long. So after that, I should be back. If not, you just go grab a sandwich, grab a drink, put your feet up, get ready for some great NFL action. That's the Connecticut Panthers taking on the Western Connecticut Militia, live right here on Fat Cat Radio via the Sports Wire.
Step up now, we're in for
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Big Daddy Cool Vinny Apicella, and I am the voice of the Connecticut Panthers, live right here on Fat Cat Radio, brought to you by the Sports Wire. And we just had a fantastic version of the national anthem sung by Jenna Murata coming up to Meriden, Connecticut here at Falcon Field. We see some fans coming in. They're the late bloomers, and we just got done with the coin toss, so we're going to bring you live NEFL. The Clash of the Titans here in the NEFL. It's going to be the 6-0 Western Connecticut Militia, who are on top of the division. They will be taking on your reigning, defending, undisputed 2014 NEFL Colonial Conference champions, the Connecticut Panthers, who currently sit at 5-1, right under the Western Connecticut Militia in the standings. These are the top two teams. In the first game of the season, the Militia just barely eked out a win against the Panthers here. That was back at their hometown, their home field. They won by 3 points. So let's hope that the Panthers come back, their defense is on point, and we get that victory back, and we tie it up in the standings. So as we had the coin toss, I don't know what the outcome of the coin toss was, but I would like to say that the next home game that we're going to be broadcasting, actually, I have a feeling we're going to be broadcasting games from here on out, whether they're home or away, live here on Fat Cat Radio. And the next game would be next, actually, they're off. They have a bye next week. They have a bye next week because it is Labor Day weekend. And, 9-5. September 5th, they have a bye. And so they have a bye. I will be giving you some more airplanes. All right, so we are actually waiting. We are waiting for the chain gang, for volunteers for the chain gang here. But like I was saying, that next week the Panthers are on a bye week on the 5th. On the 12th, they're back at home. They're facing the Hartford Colts. So September 12th will be our next broadcast here from Falcon Field, and they'll be taking on the Hartford Colts at home. Rounding out the rest of the schedule, on the 19th, they'll be playing the Connecticut Chiefs. They'll be playing the Pioneer Valley Knights. They'll be traveling up to Springfield or wherever they're playing, Pioneer Valley, and then they'll be back home at the on the 26th to take on the Connecticut Chiefs. Like I said, they are currently 5-1, so we have. All right, the Panthers are going to kick off here to get the game started, which means they'll get it in the second half. And all right. That's not a problem. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I know. We'll talk soon.
All right, sounds good.
So much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. All right, so I know you hear a lot of background noise, but that's not a problem. All right, so the Panthers are set to kick off. Casey Brown kicking off, number 12. That's a nice kick. Number 21 gets the kickoff. He's running it back. He's past the 35-yard line, goes out of bounds at about the 35. That was number 21, Moquan Dickin, for the Militia. Very rarely do we have the names of the opposite team. And so here we go. The great defense of the Panthers are coming out onto the field. They're going to take on the offense of the Militia. And here we go. This is going to be a slobber knocker, folks. First and 10 at their own 35. All right, so who we have as their starting quarterback? Number Kevin Oberg. There we go. There's the snap. And he is in pressure. Take it down for a sack. He has been sacked already, and that's going to set the tone for the game. Panthers got to him. It's about a 1-2, maybe a 1 yard loss on the sack. And they're going with no huddle. Oberg back in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He's going to take it himself. And he takes it, gets about a 4 yard gain. So it comes to be 3rd and 7. So this is going to be a high impact game. No huddle. Oberg in the shotgun. And there's a snap. He's back to pass. And the pass is up and incomplete. It was tipped and also overthrown. The intended receiver, number 80, what is that, 89? 88? Intended receiver was 88 Lewis Moore. And went over his head and then tipped by the Panthers defense. So it brings up 4th and 7. Jamie Bryant, the Rocket, in the backfield, getting ready to receive this punt because the Militia are going to punt it in already a very quick 4 downs. And that's going to set the tone of the game. All right, and there's a snap. And there's a punt. The punt is up. It's high. And it's going to be dropping at about the 30. Picked up by the Militia. And it lands around the 31-yard line. It'll be taken at about the 30. It took a bounce. And the Panthers' offense is going to come out onto the field. All right. So now we've got that was a handoff, beautiful reverse handoff. Snowden. Oh wow, Snowden reverse handoff to number 20, Kyle Watkins on the reverse handoff, and gets a first down plus, and that was a beautiful reverse play. That was Snowden, who's the. All right, I am getting used to this. There we go. All right. That works better. All right, so Snowden under center. No, in the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield. There's a snap. Another reverse. To this time they had it red, but a reverse to the opposite direction by Watkins. And Watkins gets taken down in the backfield. That's a loss of about a yard. They had it red, though, even though it was going the opposite way. It was stopped. They lost a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. All right, 2nd and 11 here. All right, so here we go with Snowden in the shotgun again. One back with him, 2 receivers to the left. There's a handoff to Watkins again. Was that Watkins? Looked like he picked up about 2 or 3 on there. And it looks like it'll be 3rd and 8. That was Watkins again. All right, so 3rd and 8. All right, 3rd and 8. There's Snowden, shotgun again. He gets the snap, and she's in pressure with the pass intended for number 1. Intended for Kareem Robinson, overthrew him, And that took that. All right. That'll bring up fourth down, and Zemanski should be back to get the punt and to receive the punt. I can't tell his number. And all right. And there's the snap. The kick is punted high. Up, and that's number 65, Zemanski. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Militia at their, looks to be about their 45. Not really a long, wasn't really a long punt as is.
You go underneath the pass, and then you will see a sign on a small sign on the right-hand side, which says let's stop the field. It looks like a line.
All right, so the Militia are still in the huddle. The defense is on the field. We are still in the first. It is obviously 0-0.
I got one right here.
All right. And the Militia comes up to the line. And Kevin Oberg is in shotgun with him in the backfield. You got one receiver to his right, two to his left. And he's waiting for the snap. There's the snap, handoff. Number 22. And that was Lionel Assey on the run. He picked up about 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8 from the Panthers 49. All right, Oberg back in the I formation with a back behind him, and another handoff. Stopped and brought down. It'll be a loss even with forward motion. It'll be right at the 50. And they have turned the lights on here at Falcon Field in Meriden. We already knew this was going to be a slobber knocker. Oberg with the snap. He's back to pass. He's in pressure. Short pass completed to number 83. And number 83 for the Militia is Kenneth Charter. So it'll be first down for the Militia. They get it down to the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Another pass completed for a first down. That was to number 28, number 26 of the Militia, and that would be number 26 is Darius Cobb. Name sounds familiar for some reason, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 19 of the Panthers, and the defense is getting rocked right now. Oberg is finding the holes. And there's a snap. Back to pass. Another quick pass, which is dropped, not picked up. That was intended for number 8, Matt Tyrell. I don't know why I have those over here.
Here's some noise. Let's get behind that defense. We need our 12th man.
Oh, the pass is tipped. That was tipped. It'll be now 3rd down and 10. Oberg, that was a pass attempted for Ossie, but that was picked off. I'm sorry, tipped. And there's no huddle again. Oberg back to pass, or back to get the snap. There's a snap. Fake handoff. In trouble, and it was incomplete again, but he's 4th down. And it looks like maybe he'll go for...
And it looks like the field goal unit is coming in.
looks like they're going for field goals. All right. Field goal unit coming in. That's number 4. Tyler Kurjaka. So looks like it'll be a 40-yard attempt. Charter the holder. Kurjaka for the kick. It's blocked. Blocked by the Panthers defense. There we go. That's what it goes. That was blocked. Number 55. That was Dustin Linden with the block of the field goal. And now it goes to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. All right. 1st and 10 from the 20. What a block by the Panthers defense. All right, so the Panthers offense on the field. Snowden as quarterback leads the team to the line. He's in the shotgun. He's got one back with him, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Panthers are going from right to left. There's the snap and a handoff. And gets maybe a gain of 1 on that run by number 20, Kyle Watkins. Watkins on the carry. Why does it sound like I have static? Oh, wow. Snowden takes it himself. Over the 50. He's breaking free. That was number 1. I'm sorry. That was Snowden to Kareem Robinson. Snowden to Kareem Robinson. Touchdown. And that was a 79-yard touchdown pass from Snowden to Robinson. And that puts the Panthers on the board 6-0. That was awesome. And that is what I call a Panther play. Kareem Robinson got through some turbulence and just took off like a jet. All right, Zemanski's coming in for the extra point, I believe. That's actually number 12 for the extra point. Number 12. And the extra point is good. And it is 7-0 Panthers. Woohoo! Andy Benowitz with the extra point.
And I'd like to thank our photographer for that name. One big happy family here at Falcon Field.
All right, and that puts the Panthers on the board, 7-0.
For now, as long as the right team wins.
All right, there's the kickoff. All right, so 20-yard return by the Militia. After a great kick, the kick went down to the 20, and it's a 20-yard return. So now the Panthers defense is going to come up to the table. All right, that's where the static was coming from. All right, so now Oberg brings his offense back to the line. He's in the shotgun. And Oberg takes it himself and brings it to about the 45-yard line, and that'll be second and 6. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 45, from their own 45. All right, he's back to pass. Caught by bobbled. Now, incomplete pass. I thought he had it, but that was to number 26. 26 had it and bobbled it. That was Darius Cobb. And he had it, he bobbled it and dropped it, so it was incomplete. But there's a flag on the play. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. That's to be 15-yard penalty. Or maybe 10-yard, 15, 10, no, 15-yard. So it'll take him to the Panthers 40. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Panthers 40, and that hurt. That hurt. All right, Oberg back in the shotgun again. One back with him, 2 receivers to his right. And there's a snap, 1 to his left, 2 to his left. Up and caught by number 8. What a catch in the air. And that was number 8, Matt Tyrell. And Tyrell in the air made the catch, and that's going to be another first down. And you can see why these Militia are undefeated. All right. And then we got Oberg in the backfield, in shotgun. Assey at running back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left and to the right. Fake handoff to Assey. And Oberg keeps it himself and gets taken down right behind the line of scrimmage. All right. So we'll be 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 11. Oberg back to pass. Caught by number 8 again, Tyrell, and it's in the red zone. And it's going to be taken down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. First and goal from about the 9.5, actually. So Oberg back in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right and to the left, 1 back with him. There's a shotgun to number 8, and he's down right before the line. That is not a touchdown. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. And 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And now they got the goal line offense, defense in. Look for Oberg to keep it himself. And he does, and it's going to be touchdown, Militia. That makes it 7-6. Kevin Oberg kept it with the quarterback sneak and put the Militia on the board, and now it's 7-6. There's the kick. And it is good. It's 7-7. We have a tie game. All right, so Militia's going to come back to kick off. All right. Jamie the Rocket Bryant back for... Jamie the Rocket Bryant is back for the receiving the kickoff. All right, as it sounds like we've got a herd of elephants running through here. Thank you. Could you, next time you go to the concession stand, could you give me 2 bottles of water? I tried to text Danielle, but she must not have gotten them. I know, I tried texting her to tell her to have you get me 2 bottles of water. But I guess she didn't see it.
She might have not heard it because I was noisy.
All right, and there's the kickoff, and it's a short kick. Well, a low kick, I should say. Picked up by Bryant with the ball. He's going to the right, or to his left, I should say. And he is taken down at about the 21-yard line. Panthers take over 1st and 10. All right, folks, the Panthers take over on their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Snowden back in the shotgun. There's the snap. He hands it off to number 20, Kyle Watkins. I'm sorry, number 20 is, that's right, it is Kyle Watkins. So he gets a first down. Nope, never mind, it's a second down. Second and, so it was a 9-yard run. So it'll be 2nd and 1. And there's a snap and a handoff again to Watkins. Nope, that wasn't Watkins. Who was that? Who was that ran? That was number 15? No, 18. Which I don't have on here. Alrighty.
bacon cheeseburgers.
All right. All right, we've got our waiter in here getting our food orders right now. All right, so Snowden back in the shotgun. That was a first down. And Snowden takes it himself and hands off with a shovel pass to Kyle Watkins, and that got about 2 or 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sorry, 2nd and 8.
He picked up 3 yards on a broken play. Very nice.
All right, very good rebound on that broken play by the Panthers.
I'll be right there. I just have to finish this stuff.
All right. Snowden back in the shotgun with the snap, and wow, that was rejected. That would look like a Shaquille O'Neal block. And that was number 45. Perquan Moore with the block. And that's the end of the first quarter, 7-7.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that there is a concession stand behind the visitors.
The end of the first quarter.
Where they have hot and cold drinks as well as fine foods and snacks for your convenience.
Oh, no, I can't. Just the bacon cheeseburger for each of us, and then he wants the Diet Coke. That's me.
All right, so you have all right. We are back with the second quarter here. Panthers and Militia tied at 7. Snowden Panthers are now going from left to right, and Snowden back in the shotgun. That'll be 3rd and 7, and there's some dirty laundry on the field. Flag on the play. False start against the Panthers. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Okay, let's get behind that offense. It's a big play here.
All right, 3rd and 12, and we need offense here. We need the offense to come through. All right, there's a snap. Snowden back in the shotgun with the snap. Back to pass, and he overthrows his intended target, number 10, Ziggy Bailey. So it'll be a 4th and long, and Zemanski's going to come in to punt. All right.
Back to receive for the Militia is Hakeem Wright.
Hakeem Wright back to receive for the Militia. All right. Zemanski back to punt. 4th and 12. There's the snap. And the punt is up, and it's a pretty good punt. And Wright took it at the 40, but breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going up the middle. Oh, boy. This could be trouble. Number 2, Wright, he's out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. What a punt return. I think he just negated the entire punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Militia at the 28 of the Panthers. Not of their own, but of the Panthers. So short field for Oberg to work with. Well, we knew this was going to be a good game. All right. So Oberg back in the shotgun. I don't think I've ever seen anybody not shotgun in this league. All right. Wow. What a pass to number 8. Holy cow, he's juking and a jiving. And that was Matt Tyrell. Looked like he was a breakdancer in a former life. But Tyrell, it brings it down to about the 10-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the, looks like the 12. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Oberg back in the shotgun again. Man in motion. All receivers on the left. Oberg running to his right. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off in the end zone. That was picked off in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Panthers. And that's how you save a touchdown. All right. That's that Panthers defense. Sir Snowden on the interception.
And that's going to give the Panthers the ball into the 20-yard line. Again, a big defensive play.
Big defensive play for the Panthers. And now his brother, the other Snowden, Richard Snowden, comes into quarterback. And he's in the I formation with a back behind him, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And there's a snap, and it's a handoff to number 20, Watkins. And Watkins gets forward progress, maybe about a yard, 2 yards. I think it's about 3 yards. And it'll come to the 24, so it'll be a 4-yard pickup. So it'll be 2nd and 6. All right, Snowden in the shotgun, talking to his running back. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to his left, 1 back with him. And there's a flag on the play. Illegal motion, 5-yard penalty against the Panthers. So that just pretty much negated the entire run, because now it'll be 2nd and 11. And boy, the Panthers just can't catch a break today. Wow. I believe it's the 3rd penalty for the Panthers. All right. All right, so we found out a couple of number changes. I heard that Kyle Watkins is now number 18. All right, we are at 3rd down. Snowden back. Snowden takes it himself, and he's gets about 8 yards. So he gets to about the 27-yard line. Still short, but it's still short, so it'll be 4th and 4. And they got to kick it away again. We knew this was going to be a very tough game. We knew it was going to be a very tough game. And Zemanski's coming in to punt again. Come on, Kiwi! All right. And Zemanski back to punt it away. And there's the punt. And it's up. It's a high punt. Pretty good hang time. And it takes a Panthers bounce, and they stop at 35. 1st and 10 from Militia 35.
Now 18.
No, bunch of points.
Yeah. And Watkins is 18.
Okay. All right, folks, I just got the word that Jerome Bunch, newcomer to the Panthers, is now number 20, and Kyle Watkins is number 18. All right, so like I said, Bunch is 20, Watkins is 18. Oberg back to pass, and there's a snap, and it's incomplete. All right, so let's get this defense to keep them down. Coach Warren Pollard, of the defensive line coach, is trying to get his team motivated, his defense line motivated.
Hey, you know when the last home game is?
Next home game is
No, the
the
last
12th. Oh, the last 26th.
26th?
Yeah. All right. All right, so there's a snap for Oberg. Back to pass. Completed to number, is that number 8 again? No, that's number 3. Number 3 is Akeem Wright. So that brings it to be third and 1. 3rd and 1. Flag on the play. And that looks like it's an encroachment or offsides against the Panthers. As the referees, the Zebras, confer, what's the verdict? Offsides against the defense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down. 1st down for the Militia. So it'll be 1st and 10. They cross the 50. 1st and 10 from the 49. Good grief. The Panthers defense, the Panthers themselves are not looking like themselves. This Militia team is very tough. But we're hanging in there. It's still only 7-7 and it's still only in the 2nd quarter. All right, there's a snap to Oberg. He's back to pass. He skies it out. It is caught. And they're in the red zone inside the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal. And that number 8, Matt Tyrell.
Who was that, Matt Tyrell?
Yeah. Matt Tyrell with the catch. And they're inside the 10. And this Militia team is tough. Oh, a respectable crowd has shown up here at Falcon Field. All right, so Oberg is in a conference in a huddle, defense in a huddle. Let's see what happens, what comes out of it. And Coach Pollard was out there with them. It must have been a timeout taken by the Panthers. All right, so let's hope that Coach Pollard could regroup his defense.
Where's our 12th man, fans?
As we hear a plane coming overhead, taking off from Meriden Markham Airport. And all right, Olberg from the 9. There's a snap. He's back to pass. It is overthrown, intended for number 20.
Second and goal from the 9.
Intended for number 26, Darius Cobb. But it's overthrown and makes second and goal from the 9. All right, folks. We are here. It's in the second quarter. It is 7-7. Yeah, it must have been offsides. I don't know. I didn't see a flag come out. All right.
Saying they played the whole play. Usually it stops.
They didn't give us a call, so I don't know.
All right. Well, it looks like it was an offsides or something. First and 15. All right. Olberg is back, and the pass, it is tipped away. What a jump! Beautiful defensive play, and that's what you call getting some air. And who was that? That was, can't tell the number from up here. Wow, he got some air time. Looks like they took a second timeout.
Remember, the top 2 teams in the league were playing for first place.
That's right, folks. The Panthers are playing for first place here, for at least a share of first place, because the Militia are currently in first place. The Militia are 6-0 with a win. The only 1-5-1 is the Militia, and now the Panthers could tie it up, so to speak, if you will. All right. Coach Pollard goes in there. Must have been another timeout. All right. Let's go. All right. Fans are getting behind the Panthers defense. They've got the 12th man here. All right, 4 wide receivers for Olberg. Olberg back in the shotgun with a back with him. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. There's a snap. And Olberg is looking to, I think he handed it off. Yes, he did. He handed off to number 31. About 3 yards on the play, and that was Aaron Taylor, the running back. 3rd and 11. There's a snap, and it's an overthrown pass intended for Matt Tyrell, and it forces a 4th down. 4th and 11. 4th and goal from the 11, I should say. And the field goal unit is coming on. Could we get another block like we had in the first quarter? The defense, either way, is holding them. It's still only 7-7. All right. Kajuka back to kick. And it's up and it is good. And it's 10-7 Militia. So it'll be 10-7 Militia. All right. So the Militia is back to kick. And we've got to be getting close to halftime. All right. Kickoff by the Militia. And the kick is up. And it's back deep. And there's the Rocket. Jamie Rocket Bryant. He breaks a couple of tackles. Brought it out to the 22-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Panthers' own 22. So the Panthers need to get in this game. They need to get the offense working and get some points on the board. I just got a text message from Jenna Murata, who had left on the way up to Albany, and I just got a message from her saying thank you so much. And it says, I wanted to thank you once more. I really enjoyed myself. Leonard, John, and me, all is great, or all of us are great, I should say, and my son is sweet too. Well, thank you very much. So again, big thanks to Jenna Murata for singing the national anthem here tonight. Okay, so we need to score before halftime. The Panthers need to score before halftime. That is their goal at this point in time. So Snowden is back in the shotgun. 5 receivers. There's a snap. He's got... it was reversed. It was a reverse and it didn't... Jamie Bryant took it out for about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6. And...
What else you got, man?
all right, so we got to get some offense going, brother.
Ramsey, whatever his name was.
It all starts with the running game.
He's made like Brandon Jacobs. He's like 260, running like a 4.8.
All right, Snowden in the backfield back with him. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The back is to his left, and the snap. He's back to pass. He's in coverage. It's caught. It's a completed pass. That was to number 4, Jamie Rocket Bryant. And that's good enough for a first down. And we're going to get first down on their own 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 42 for these Connecticut Panthers. And they just need to keep this Militia defense on the field. The Panthers need to get some offense going. Snowden in the shotgun. Back to his left. And there's a handoff again to number 20, Jerome Bunch. Oh, it was a fumble and picked up by the Militia.
Give him forward yardage back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, so it was forward yardage. Okay, so it'll be 3rd and 2nd and 10. And it looks like it was not a fumble. They're just going to give him some forward progress. 5 minutes left in the half. All right, let's get behind our Panthers, folks. All right, Snowden in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's got it completed to number 1. Good grief, there's all over him. That was number 1, Kareem Robinson, but forward progress brings it out to the, I want to say the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 4th and 5. But it's just, wow. The Panthers are getting stuffed. They're getting tamed. That's not what we want to see. We need to see the Wildcat. The Wild Panther. That's what we need to see. That's right. That's the kind of Panther we need to see. All right, and there's a snap to Snowden. Snowden is back, and he's under pressure. He hears it out. Caught! Touchdown, Panthers! That was a touchdown. Holy cow. Andrew Elaine, number 7, Andrew Elaine with a beautiful touchdown. That was a 50-yarder. 50-yard touchdown from Snowden to Elaine, and that puts the Panthers back on top. Wow. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Panthers 13, Militia 10. What a beautiful play when they thought all was lost on another 4th down, and they took it 50 yards. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. And now it's 13-10, and Zemansky is up for the extra point. All right, there's the snap and the kick, and it's good. Beautiful. Connecticut Panthers 14, Western Connecticut Militia 10 after a 50-yard touchdown pass from Richard Snowden to, and that was Andrew Elaine. That was Elaine that caught that, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe I'm pretty sure.
All right. And we are still here in the second quarter. Less than 5 minutes out left in the half, and that's what we needed. That's what the Panthers needed. Thank you, sir. All right, and the Panthers are back to kick. Thank you very much.
He got 1 or 2.
All right, and there's a kick caught by number 21 in the Militia. Number 21 was McQuan Dickin, and there gets to about the 31-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10.
Did you want to?
Yeah. 2. Thank you. Don't you have a drink?
No, I gave it to Steven.
What?
My Gatorade, get another one.
All right. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Militia from the 31.
Oh, yeah, it's
Where's my laptop bag? I don't know if I have any business cards in here.
She was like, is that Vinny? Is that you, Vinny? So here, if we go back up, we gotta give that to her.
Yeah, and I have cameras.
So then we'll walk back up there anyway.
Oh, all this walking around.
Brandon's sitting on your butt.
I know. It's only because
I apologize, folks. I'm in the middle of writing something. Okay.
750.
All right. So where are we? We're at second and 3 from the 40, or 3rd and 3 from the 40 for the Militia.
I used the whole 20, I think, because it came to 21 something.
Were these 20?
Yeah, I'll see how much.
All right.
Soda?
So it'll be all right. So it'll be 1st and 10. They got to the first down. I apologize, folks. I was listening to something else. Never said I was professional. All right.
Still should be like 6 left. They probably put it all together. I didn't do it.
All right.
Did they give you any money?
All right. All right. Oberg back to snap, back to pass, and he airs it out, and it is no good, incomplete.
What about this stuff? Did he give you money?
Oh, he didn't give you money? Oh, so then.
Yeah, you had my money.
What?
You had my money.
Yeah, look.
All right.
I had a 20. So altogether, everything was 21. Yeah. So I just put everything together.
All right. So Oberg back in the shotgun position again. All right, there's a snap to Oberg. Oberg keeps it and gets it up to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like a timeout called by the Militia.
And they came here, I went there.
So it's 3rd and 9. There's a timeout on the field.
How long are you going to be out for? Huh? How long are you going to be out for?
I've been out.
I don't want to get back.
All right, so we're all right. Oberg back in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 9. There's the snap. Back to pass, and it is caught, but not enough for a first down. So it'll be 4th and 1. All right, so it's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Oberg in the I formation. Whoa. What's going on there? Was there a snap? What was up with that? What was up with that? We don't know. There's a lot of motion there. That's going to end up being... The Zebras are conferring. And it looks as if it's nothing. What happened was Panther defender came through the line. After that, the ball was snapped. And he went right after the quarterback, but it looked like the ball was fumbled, so somebody else from the militia picked the ball and started running. Flags never came out though, so I don't know what the heck happened. Zebras were conferring. All right, and
Everybody heard them blow the whistle, right? They said that the militia threw the ball into the ground and killed the play, turnover on downs.
turnover on downs on the militia, and that's what. Why would they? Wow. Okay, so apparently they're saying the militia threw the ball down to spike it to stop the play, and on the fourth down, which means a turnover on downs for the Panthers. Craziness, I tell you, craziness. Wow. Okay. And now we have a timeout for the militia. All right. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers when we come out of this timeout. And this is a barn burner. This is a very close game, 14-10, deep in the second quarter with minutes less. I would say less than 2 minutes remaining. All right. 1st and 10. Snowden in the shotgun, in I formation. And there is man in motion. There's a snap. Back to pass. Airs it out. Elaine again. Holy cow, he's got it again. Andrew Elaine. No, that's number 4. Touchdown, Jamie Rocket Bryant. And that was number 4, Jamie Bryant, on another touchdown, and that was another 50-yarder. Wow. Beautiful catch and throw. That makes it 20-10 Panthers, and now that's a comfortable lead. Not even, well, I wouldn't say comfortable, but that's a better lead than just 3. Jamie, the Rocket Bryant, with 2 beautiful touchdowns. Yeah, that's what threw me off. It looked like a 7, but it's actually a 4 on the front of his jersey. Okay. All right, and Zemanski's in for the extra point. The whistles were blown. Brought in a different defender on the line. All right. All right, there's the snap. Zemanski up for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-10. Going into the, well, not even a half yet. All right, so the Panthers now on top, 21-10. And we're under 2 minutes, I would suppose. All right, there's a kickoff caught by the Militia, and he's taking it to the runs into traffic around the 45. That's where he gets taken down.
Yeah, so I guess.
All right, so we're at the 45. Olberg back to pass. And he's taking it himself. And Olberg is... Olberg down at the 31. He took it himself. And he was brought down at the 31-yard line. So nice run by Olberg. And they're going with a no huddle. And they need the ball. Or they threw it down to stop the clock, I would assume. All right. Now they're going for a huddle. It'll be 2nd and 10 because they spiked the ball. Olberg back with 2 backs in the back with him. Now one is in motion. All right, there's the snap. Olberg back to pass and caught by number 3, and that's Akeem Wright out of bounds to stop the clock. Now this is football where guys are going out of bounds to stop the clock or they're spiking the ball to stop the clock. They're playing time management right now, being down by 11. All right, and there's a snap. Olberg back to pass, and it is, ooh, wow. It was incomplete. All right, John Manning with great coverage on that pass. So it's now 3rd and 10. No, it's 3rd or 2nd. Can't 10. 3rd. I believe it's 2nd and 10. I thought it was 3rd and 10. It's not. All right, 2nd and 10. Olberg. Oh, they're going for a field goal. Oh, fumble! Block. No, it's fumble. Wasn't even blocked. They didn't even get the kickoff. The snap was fumbled. That's the end of the half. And that was the defense. And I believe that's the half. At the end of the first half, it is 21-10. At the end of the first half of play, Connecticut Panthers 21.
Crazy, man.
Western Connecticut Militia 10. All right, and we're gonna get to a song by our buddy Twism Whitepiece. Go Hard, and they'll be back with Lenny Murdo and a halftime show.
in this life, yo, never backing down. Go hard on this mic, yo, always rock the crowd. Go hard on the stage, yo, lead a place of mates. Go hard in this game, yo, gotta win the race. I go hard with it, 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 I go hard in this game. Go hard on the stage, go hard on the mic, go hard in this life. I go hard with it each and every day. I go hard with it each and every way. I stray away from lanes too messed up in the brain to see the way my reign stays. No games played, all work, all day. All earned, no fake. Cushy burning all day. Yellow bone going down in hallways. I run this rap game in always. Giving thanks to my savior, all praise. Perfect total package, yep, always. Man, you know the way I go. Full throttle, game on slow. Hit down low, get your trunk full of bangers bumping, haters jumping. When you get to thumping down your block, whether Dodge, Lexus, or Maybach, I'm on top non-stop. Best of the new next. Take a second, get to reppin' Team Elite. Yeah, they flexin'. Look at the path lay before me. Two-steppin' and I'm jigging all day. Two-steppin' and I'm jigging all day. Hard in this life, yo, never backing down. Go hard on this mic, yo, always rock the crowd. Go hard on the stage, yo, lead a place of mates. Go hard in this game, yo, gotta win the race. I go hard with it, 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 I go hard in this game. Go hard on the stage, go hard on the mic, go hard in this life. I go harder than the next man. That's why I'm getting featured as the industry's next man. Keep these haters stressed, man, perplexed and wondering what kind of wonder I'ma be doing next, man. 223's aim, man, I did that. Now I'm on another level where I'm telling Kim, folk, go get that. Yellow bone, let me hit that. Kush, man, big bag, let me get that. This rap game, it's a rap kid. I'm on another letting kid. Rude boy clothes, man, all up on my back. And the chain so shiny, lightning McQueen flash. And them haters talking smack. Team Elite, go handle that. Man, the game's so addictive that I know you'll come right back. Swag so official, yellow bone coming back to back. Down for the ride, sponsor, you can call him Fat Cat. On my own clothing line, you can go and Google that. Still think you're better, man, where we meeting at? Meeting hard in this life, yo, never backing down. Go hard on this mic, yo, always rock the crowd. Go hard on the stage, yo, lead a place of mates. Go hard in this game, yo, gotta win the race. I go hard with it, 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 I go hard in this game. Go hard on the stage, go hard on the mic, go hard in this life. I go hard.
1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
I got get a ride on the beachside trolley where the girls are fly. Guys up on 'em and the girls don't want 'em 'cause they just wanna sit and smoke their marijuana. I'm a diesel woman.
All right, folks, we are back. That was first we had Twism White Piece with Go Hard, and then we had Jenna Murata with Diesel Woman. Big thanks to Jenna Murata for singing tonight's national anthem here at Falcon Field. And now I'm being joined by Len Murdo, and I'm being joined again by Len Murdo for a halftime report. So tell me, how do you see the game going?
Well, it's close, like I thought it would be. Neither team looks exceptionally sharp. Both defenses are giving up big plays. Both offenses are not putting big drives together. The last two touchdowns within 5 minutes that we picked up were 60, 65-yard touchdown passes.
Right.
Beautiful plays right on the money, but other than that, the rest of it was just kind of back and forth football with two offenses that really don't show a lot of different plays.
Right.
It seems to be the same setup, and why they're going with a no huddle is beyond me. No huddle is designed to keep certain players off the field, so you don't give them time to make the changes. But they go no huddle, and then they stand around. They're waiting.
Right, yeah.
And I don't see what the advantage is. You could get in the huddle and talk about, your love life if you want to. Get a little rest. Or talk about, gee, this is what I see. I'm beating my man this way. What can we do with it? But to just waste that time, I don't understand it. And both teams are doing it. It's like, the league says everybody has to do this, everybody has to do that. We're all copycats. I like to see an offense that, has a reason to it. Running plays, setting up passing plays. Passing plays, setting up the run. And different formations. This is the second game that I've done with you now, and I haven't noticed maybe 3 little variations.
Right.
They may have 2 men on each side or 3 and 1.
Yeah,
but other than that,
exactly.
it's the same spread offense.
You're right.
One back, and a couple of times it's a naked backfield.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, we during the pregame we were talking about how this game was going to be a close game, and both of these teams, their defenses looked phenomenal. We had a blocked field goal in the first quarter by the Panthers. We had nice interception by the Panthers in the end zone, and then the 2 beautiful plays from Snowden to Jamie Bryant to score the 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. It looks like the passing game is what they go for, not the running game.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you throw 60 passes, you're going to complete so many. What you want those big plays for is when your running game has brought the defense up and you have less people back, so your receivers have area to move around in.
Right.
Here, the cameraman for the Militia was talking to me, and he was saying that, he had both of those touchdown passes. They had 2 men on the receiver, but they were both playing behind him, which makes no sense.
Right.
Because if you catch a ball in the end zone and then you tackle the man, it's a touchdown.
Right.
You have to have somebody in front of him. One man is supposed to be in front, one man is supposed to be behind when you double team him. And both times that he got beat on him. Now, again, did they play it badly, or is he so damn fast he outran the 2 of them? Football's a funny game. Sometimes you just stink. And other times, the guy you're playing against makes you look bad because he's playing so well.
Right.
So I really don't know, which way this is. But it's the close game that we said it would be.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised that the score is this high.
Yeah, I am too. Being 21-10 in favor of the Panthers, but it's still not a safe lead.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all, especially with that field goal in there. And I don't know whether you were looking at the Militia warming up earlier when they came out. Their kicker kicked a field goal, well, not a field goal, but off the tee. Mm-hmm. He had the tee on the 50-yard line, and he kicked it between the uprights. That's a 60-yard field goal.
Wow.
I mean, that's magnificent for the pros.
Yeah, let alone my pro.
And John Lorenzo said that right after that he moved the ball back 1 yard and hit it again.
Wow.
I mean, so this kid, can be the difference in the game.
Absolutely.
Because he can hit from long range, and later in the game he'll be going for the field goals. That 3 points now is very big.
Yeah, absolutely. But there is an 11-point game right now. Panthers are on top 21-10. What do you look for in the second half? Do you look for more of the same? Do you look for...
Well, if I were coaching, and I'm not, I would try to make some changes. What I would try to do now with the 11-point lead, that's a touchdown and a field goal is 10. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal is 11. You got a tie.
Right.
So to get beat, you need 2 big scores. I would work on the clock, and this is where the running game is important. Mm-hmm. I would go out, come in, go to my huddle, go to the line of scrimmage, call my cadence, and keep the ball on the ground. That keeps the clock running. If you could pick up a couple of first downs doing that, you take big chunks off the clock. You could take 5-6 minutes off a 15-minute period.
Right.
That's more than a third of the period.
Yeah.
And then you loosen it up, and they start tightening up on the run. You start loosening it up with the short, safe passes. What I'm describing to you is basically what they call the West Coast offense. Mm-hmm. Short, safe passes.
Right.
Just enough to get the first down. Ball control.
Right.
Going back to Vince Lombardi. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. Because those 11 points now takes 2 touchdowns to beat you.
Right, basically.
So that would be my strategy.
All right. Well, we see. Go on.
Yeah, whether they have the running backs to do that and people who could make sure. I mean, with 2 running backs, you always have the option of the little flares, the dump-off passes, the swing passes, and you could go left or right. But with 1 man in the backfield, he's a target.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, Lenny, thank you very much for your insight. I see the teams are getting back to their benches, so we will be right back with second half. NFL football action, the reigning, defending, undisputed 2014 Colonial Conference champions, the Connecticut Panthers, taking on the Western Connecticut Militia. Currently, going into the second half, it is Connecticut Panthers 21, Western Connecticut Militia 10. And we'll be back with the second half. All right, and we're back. The Connecticut Panthers are receiving in the second half. All right, wow, big, long kick. Deep in the end zone. Bryant has it. He's past the 20. He's past the 25. He's past the 30, past the 40, past the 50, past the 40. Finally taken down at the Western Connecticut 35-yard line. I'm sorry, the 39-yard line. No, I'm sorry, the 30-yard line. I'm going upside down. But he made it all the way to the Western Connecticut 30-yard line before he got taken down. A 70-yard return by Jamie the Rocket Bryant. And now great, a short field to work with for the Panthers. And Richard Snowden coming in to bring his team to the line, and that's a beautiful start for the second half. All right. So, Snowden in the shotgun. No backs with him. He's got three receivers to his right, two to his left. A couple of tight ends in there. There's a snap. And, that was red. He was under pressure. And he skies it out. Caught! Touchdown! And who is that? That is, looks like it ain't there. Is that Mooley? Yes, that's number 88, Vinny Mooley. Meriden's own Vinny Mooley with the touchdown, and that makes it 27-10. Wow, what an opening in the second half. They came out on fire. Wow. Holy cow. After a 70-yard. All right, and there's a kick, and it is good. And that makes it 28-0. And that was Andy Bennett with the point after. And a 30-yard from Richard Morgan to Maryland's own Muli. That's how you spell it, M-U-L-I. Yep. And the Panthers 28. All right. And the Panthers are lined up to kick it away. That was a very quick score, and that's what they needed. Some insurance runs, some insurance points. All right, and Zemansky back to kick it off. No, that's Bennett. And there's a kick. Taking it to 12. Brought down about the 30. About the 28-yard line is the Militia player taken down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 28. And this is a tougher Panthers team that just by that first drive. I mean, first a 70-yard kick return, and then a 30-yard pass, and in a matter of less than a minute, it's 28-10. All right. And we still got, 30 minutes of football to go. Well, there's a flag on the play. flags offset each other, so it's going to be 1st and 10.
Okay, love you, Ray.
What a game. What a start to the second half. All right. Kevin Olberg is in the Olberg, the handoff. And the ball carrier took it to about the 34-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and about 6. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Another handoff and brought down. It looks like it's going to be a 1st down. So it'll be a 1st down now for the militia, and they're marching it up the field. The militia are going from left to right at this point. All right. Another run. And it'd be 2nd and 7. Another handoff, and they're going with a no-huddle offense. All right, another no-huddle. All right. And another handoff, and he gets another 1st down. Oh, maybe not. It'll be 3rd and 1. All right, 3rd and 1. Flag on the play. And what is that going to be? All right, what's the verdict here? Zebras, what are they going to do? All right, personal foul against both teams. They're going to wash out, and that's it. So is it 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1? Well, we got a sizable crowd now. And we got the 12th man here. All right, might see some bright yellow shoes out there. Thought it was a flag at first. All right, so we're at 2nd and 1. Olberg in the I formation. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. All right, there's a snap. He's back to pass. And it looked maybe tipped, but it's caught by number 8, Tyrell. And he's taken down at the 22-yard line of the Panthers. That was Tyrell with the catch. Olberg to Tyrell. And they're into the red zone, so to speak. They're at the Panthers 22. And this Panthers defense, they're just going very good. Another handoff. And he gets taken down at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe about a gain of a yard, if that. All right, 2nd and 9. And he's just got his plays on his wristband and just going forward. Like they had the plays mapped out. And there's a snap, high snap, but he recovers. and he takes it himself and gets about a yard ahead, maybe a half a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 now, and they're just in that hurry up style of offense. He's just looking at his wristband. They had their plays mapped out. They're not even reacting to the game. They're just having the plays mapped. And Oberg with the snap. And it's fumbled, not bobbled, and incomplete, so it'll bring up 4th and 8. 4th down and 8. Looked like the guy with the chain was about ready to move. You can't move until the fat lady sings. Or until the fat guy gets taken out of the ground. So it'll be 4th and 8. And it looks like they're going for it. So here's a chance to get another turnover on downs. And there's the snap. Oberg back. And he gets sacked. There you go. Turnover on downs. Big defensive play for the Panthers. And now they start from, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. All right. What a game. And this is a completely different Panthers defense that we've seen than the first half. All right. And Snowden. Snowden in the I formation. There's a snap. Handoff and taken down. That was Jerome Bunch on the handoff. Meriden's own Jerome Bunch, I should mention. I believe. All right. Yeah, formation again for Richard Snowden. 2nd and it looks like 12. There's a snap. Back to pass. A pass to number 10 is incomplete. Intended for number 10, Ziggy Bailey.
What are you doing? Why are you following me?
All right. Folks, I do want to remind you that if you're going to come out to the game on the 12th, Becca Myers will be singing the national anthem. Local independent music talent, Becca Myers, will be coming in to sing the national anthem. All right. Snowden, the I formation again. 3rd and 12. There's the snap. He's back to pass. Short pass taken by number 9, Corey Williams. And he gets it up to the about the 31-yard line, so it'll be 4th and 2. Maybe 32-yard line, looks like about 4th and 3. And it looks like the punting team will be coming up. It's only 3 yards, 4th and 3. All right. Well, got some all right, looks like a timeout taken by the Panthers or something. Yep, timeout Panthers. All right. Snowden in the Zemansky back to punt. There's a snap, and the punt is up. Lands at about the 42, the 40-yard line before it is picked up by the Panthers. And that's where the Western Connecticut Militia will take over. First and 10 for the Militia from their own 40. So it's still a short field. I do the broadcasting on the internet. All right, and there's a snap by Oberg, and he takes it. It looks like he handed it off for the run, and about a 5-yard, 6-yard run. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 45. All right, and they're in that hurry-up offense. That's going to get them tired. Another handoff, but Oberg kept it himself. Yeah, Oberg kept it himself. Took a nice chunk, about a 20-yard run. So he gets it down to the Panthers' 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 37. And there's another snap and another handoff. Taken down about a 4-yard run, so it'll be 2nd and 6. All right, there's a snap, fake, there's a pass, and it's caught. Did it get into there? Incomplete, out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd and 6. There's a low snap, and Oberg kept it himself, and he gets taken down before the first down marker, so it'll be 4th and 2. All right, actually, that was a turnover on downs. It was 4th down already. So it'll be, it was a fumble recovery by the Panthers. So Oberg had fumbled it, and Panthers had recovered it. So now it'll be 1st down for the Panthers from their own 30-yard line. Or from their own 29-yard line, excuse me. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their 29. All right.
Quarterback check off because he had 22 right in the 40. Wide open.
All right, here's the all right, Snowden in the I formation. We're going for a blitz. Militia is showing blitz. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like a possible delay game. Delay game against the Panthers, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15. It'll be brought back to the 14-yard line, 24-yard line. All right. Showing blitz again. Snowden there's a snap. He's back to pass. And he gets a pass off incomplete. Intended for who? Come on, turn around. Let's see your number. No, number 8. No.
Hey, you see that? Everything is open.
That's Cream Robinson. All right. See, Richard Snowden still in there at quarterback. We have not seen Todd Carroll at all today. So Snowden in the shotgun. There's a snap. He's back to pass. They show blitz. And it's skied out. Number. Oh! Intercepted by the Militia. At the 44 or 36? Well, the militia did. They picked it off at the 34-yard line, at their own 34-yard line. So that's what they'll take over for the first down, 1st and 10.
41. Form that triangle. I'm sure he did.
You gotta walk from infields to get them where we were playing.
Then they had the 10. And they kept blowing up.
Beautiful night here in Meriden, Connecticut. Nice and cool, not humid at all. It is a fall night. All right, so as Olberg is in the I formation. There's the snap and handoff. Pickup of 9. That makes it 2nd and 1. And no huddle again. It's in this hurry-up offense. There's a snap. Another handoff. All right, and he didn't get quite to the 50, but he got the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from made it to the 49. Really? I thought it was less than that. 1st and 10 from the 49. All right, then there's a snap to Olberg. Handoff. Oh no, he can't. Fake handoff. Olberg kept it himself. Just got back to the line of scrimmage. The 2nd and 10.
You're doing Cardale?
All right, 2nd and 10. Personnel changes for the Panthers. All right, Olberg in the shotgun. There's a snap. Back to pass. And he's taken down for a sack. And it's 3rd and 15 for the Militia. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. quarter. Connecticut Panthers on top. 28. Western.
Okay, folks, we have 15 minutes of football left.
Western Connecticut Militia. 10.
As you know, the Militia has a bye next week, so they have 15
Panthers.
minutes to get their roll. Then they'll have a week off. Then they'll be back here on September 12th, and we invite everybody back.
Yep, that's right. The Panthers are off next week, so there will be no game next week. And the Panthers will be back on the 12th to take on the Connecticut. Panthers are playing the Colts on the 12th.
So we're going to ask you to get behind them for the next 15 minutes of football, so we can go into it tied with the Militia. All right, come on.
All right, so let's go. All right, here's the Panthers. Militia, Oberg in the shotgun, 3rd and 15. There's the pass, and it's broken up. Broken up by number 6, Antoine Carr. And it's 4th and 15. They're going to have to punt it away. There's a flag on the play. Against the Panthers. What was that call? Are they calling pass interference on that? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness gracious. They called pass interference on that. So it'll be 1st and 10. That was absolutely horrible. He just went to catch the ball. I don't understand where they get pass interference from. That was BS, if I do say so myself. Holy cow. I don't understand how that was pass interference, but I don't. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 41. Oberg back to pass. That's the pass, and it's caught by number 8, Tyrell, and it's brought to the 30, and it's enough for a 1st down.
Close it this time, man. How many times will we close it?
All right, so we're Tyrell. All right. Oberg in the hurry-up offense. He just wants to get back on the bus and get home. And there's a snap. Handoff to number 21, who makes it through. And another 10-yard pickup for a 1st down. And that was number 21, Moquan Dickin on the run with a 10-yard. So we're at 2.5 hours broadcasting right now. Wow. All right. Another hurry-up offense. So it'll be 2nd and 2. And handoff and brought down for a loss. Maybe a 1-yard loss, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
Because I saw it. All I saw was a skinny wrist.
All right. Oberg back. 2 backs with him. There's a snap. Pass is incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 3. And they're probably going to go for it. Not even a huddle. Oberg is just going for it. It's a hurry-up offense. And oh my goodness gracious. All right, and he's in the shotgun. There's a snap and the handoff. And he's brought down. Did he get enough for the 1st down? I don't know. This is going to be a close one. they might have to call the chains in. Oh, we got a Panther down.
See it? Huh? First down markers at the 18. No, it's at the 20.
They're going to measure it.
Yeah. Measure it. Measure it. All nobody knows how to walk, man.
All right. That was number 17. Ulysses Wanamaker down. He's walking. It's a good sign. And they're bringing in the chains.
No heart. Zach. No heart. He used to be the truth.
First down, Militia.
Where are you guys out of? Where are you guys out of? Denver. Yep.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of the Panthers for the Militia. And this is turning into a nail biter. Not even a slobberdocker. This is a nail biter. Olberg back for the pass. Intercepted. Nope, incomplete. I thought it was intercepted, but it was not, so it'll be 2nd and 10 now from the 20.
Yeah. But 18 points is a lot to make up.
Yeah. You've done it before, though.
Oh, yeah, well, we scored 14 points in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
First half.
What's up, Shane?
All right, Olberg back. His shotgun, snapping the pass, and another incomplete, so it's 3rd and 10. All right, this is turning into a nail biter, folks. I hope you're at home enjoying the game. Next week we have a bye. We will not be on the air next week. The 12th will be back. Third and 10 from the 20. Kevin Olberg. They're actually taking a huddle.
Why the we're all still on the team?
All right. Olberg in the shotgun. One back with him. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's a snap. Back to pass. Skies it out. Another incomplete. It was off of the hands of the... It was almost picked off again. So it'll be 4th and 10 now from the 20, and they're going to bring in the kicker for the field goal. And that's number 4, Tyler Kurjiaka. All right, 4th and 10. Kurjiaka in for the field goal. All right, there's a snap, and the kick, it does it up, and it is good. 28-13. so it's 28-13. There's still 15 points to go. That's still 2 scores. That's still a 2-touchdown lead for the Panthers. That touchdown at the beginning of the second half was huge. Huge insurance. All right. Panthers line up, Rocket, Jamie Bryant in the backfield, waiting for the kickoff. And there's a kick, and it's a huge kick. At the 5-yard line, he takes it out, and Bryant wrestling to about the 25. He got to the 25-yard line. First and 10 from the 25 for the Panthers. And the fourth quarter is about midway over. And I guess the key for the Panthers now is to keep the clock running. All right, Snowden's in the shotgun. Handoff to number 8, Tylee Flower, or number 9, Corey Williams. Yep, that was number 9, Corey Williams. Got about a yard on the play, so it's 2nd and 9. And that's the key for the Panthers. Keep it on the ground. Keep the clock running. Do not attempt a... number 42 came in, Woolfolk. Now they're working on the run game. All right. Fake handoff. Snowden keeps the ball himself and gets a couple of yards, maybe a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 8. Well, I said run it, but I meant to actually pick up some yards. 3rd and a long 7 for the Panthers. All right, so the Panthers are taking a timeout. All right, Panthers timeout. It is 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 9:07 to be exact. We are in the 4th quarter of play here at Falcon Field with the score, your Connecticut Panthers, the reigning defending undisputed Colonial Conference champions, the Connecticut Panthers 28, Western Connecticut Militia 13. Snowden in the in the I formation. And there's a snap. Fake handoff. Nope. He just throws it past this. Caught by what was that? That was, I believe Jamie Bryant, but I can't be sure. Unless it was Andrew or Lane. I don't know. There's flags on the play. All right, they're offsetting penalties. It'll be first down, Panthers. At the Militia 49. So they're marching it down the field. All right, so first and 10 from the Militia 49 for the Panthers. All right, Snowden in the shotgun, in the I formation. There's a snap and the handoff. No, fake handoff. And looks like Snowden was taken down for a loss of about 4. That's all right. The clock is still running, though. That's all that matters. The clock is still running. All right. Snowden. Second and 5. Snowden in the I formation. There's a snap. He's back to pass. Short pass that was tipped and picked off. Picked off by number 28. And that makes a touchdown. Touchdown, Militia. And that makes it 13. That makes it 28-19 in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're going. Are they going for 1 or 2 here? They are going for 1. No. Yeah, they're going for 1. They're going for the kick. Yep. Look for the fake. And the kick is up, and it is good.
Hey, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, so after a pick six, the Western Connecticut Militia, they narrowed the deficit even more, and now the Panthers only lead 28-20. And we're gonna stick with this till the end because it's gonna be a nail biter. Look for the onside kick here from the Militia. At the beginning of the half, it was 21-10. Then a very quick, and then a very quick touchdown, and made it 28-10. Then a field goal, and then another touchdown. Look for the onside kick here. No, he actually kicked a full kick. I'm surprised. All right, there's Bryant. Oh, look at this. Beautiful 33-yard return. That was number, I can't tell, was that number 3? No. Who was that? That was number 5. Shante Wynn with that return, 33-yard return. And that gives the Panthers some field positioning, 1st and 10 from their own 33. We've got about, I would have to say, less than 5 minutes left in the game. All right, there's a snap. Oh, big run by the Panthers. Beautiful run. The flag on the play in the backfield. Holding on the Panthers. Are you kidding me? That entire run gets taken back by Shante Wynn. Beautiful run, taken back because of holding. And that's a 10-yard penalty, which brings it to 5-yard penalty. So it brings it to 1st and 15. Son of a monkey. All right. All right, so Snowden in the shotgun with the snap, handoff, and there we go again. Another one gets tripped up a little more, but at least got the first down. There's a first down. No flag this time. Another flag. Are you? Good grief, there is a flag on the play. Oh, come on, another holding? Oh, good grief. So it'll be 1st and 20 now for the Panthers. Oh, that's even longer. 1st and 15. 1st and 25, I should say. The Panthers have been getting hit with penalties all game. But the clock is still running. First and 25. We got 1st in the Louisiana Purchase out here. All right. There's Snowden. Why is he going to run it? Well, it keeps the clock rolling, but still. 2nd and 25. 2nd and 25 for the Panthers.
That water gun down.
All right. 2nd and 25. Snowden with a back to his left. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In the shotgun formation. There's the snap. Back to pass. He's in coverage, and he's going to hold it himself, and he takes off. He found a hole. He takes off, and he's going to the sideline, past the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Tripped up at the 5, and brought all the way downfield to the Militia 5-yard line. Richard Snowden. But there's a field down. There's no flag on the play. There is a Panther down at the 15-yard line. That was Snowden. That was the quarterback.
That was Snowden all the way, folks.
Richard Snowden found a hole and took it all the way to the 5-yard line. All right, that was somebody was knocked a little goofy. He's up off the floor. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. That wasn't Snowden. Snowden was the one on the ground. Who was that that ran it then? I'm sorry, Snowden was the one that was on the ground. I don't know who ran it. All right, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. All right. Why are they all the way back? No, it's first. Yeah, 1st and goal from the 5. All right, so that was not Cecil. That was not Richard Snowden that ran it. Snowden was the one that was down on the ground, but he's back. He's back in the game. I don't know who it was that ran it then. All right, and the handoff, and he's stopped. 2nd and goal from the 8, from the 9. From the 9, so it was 4-yard, from the 10, 5-yard loss. All right. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 9, a long 9 yards. Snowden has three backs around him. There's a snap. Fake. Short pass hits the ground. Threw it too short. Ziggy Bailey was the intended target. All right. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal from the 9. Snowden in the shotgun with three backs with him. He rolls out. He's ready. Oh, wow. He's under tremendous pressure. He threw it away. Pass incomplete, intended for Vinny Mooley. So it'll be 4th and 9. Are they going to go for it or go for the kick? And they're going for the field goal. Andy Bennett ready for the kick. Mooley holding it. There's a high snap, and that was bad. It was blocked. It was blocked. It's still 28-20. That snap was high. Mooley tried to get it under control, but just couldn't. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Militia from the Panthers 9-yard line. So let's go for the safety here. Either way, they have a long yard to go, but I wouldn't put. But this lead is not safe until you literally have 5 seconds to go in the game, and still it's not safe. This Militia team is tough. All right, so they are on the 9-yard line. Nickel defense for the Panthers. There's a snap. Olberg back. And the pass is caught and taken down. Probably, it looks like it's the first down at the 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. And they're going for the hurry-up offense. All right, 1st and 10 from the 19, from the 20, and there's a shovel pass and brought down. I don't think he made it out of bounds. He did not make it out of bounds. All right, so it'll be 2nd and about 3. 2nd and 4 from the 29. There's a snap to Olberg. Back to pass. Caught. And brought down at the 39. Or about the 40-yard line. 5-minute warning. Wow, this is a long quarter so far. We're at the 3-hour mark of the game. 2-minute warning. It's a 2-minute warning. Olberg skies it. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. So there is a nail biter. 2nd and 10 from the Panthers, from their own 40. The Militia. Less than 2 minutes to go, I would say about 1:58. All right, Olberg in the shotgun. No backs. There's a snap. And he is taken down for a sack. He is sacked at the 32-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd and 18. And Coach Pollard is going out there. Looks like a timeout. Timeout Militia. And maybe that hurry-up offense is not working so well. So it'll be 3rd and 18 from the 32. 33, I'm sorry. 3rd and 17 from the 33. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is what you call a nail biter.
That's it? Just something more? Is it Bridgeport? It's like an hour. Yeah, it's like an hour.
All right, folks, we're hanging in. At the conclusion of the game, Lenny Myrtle will join me for a very quick post game just to recap the game. Remember, next week on the 5th, the Panthers are on a bye. This way there will be no game. However, on the 12th, September 12th, we'll be back here at Falcon Field. Game time is at 7. We're going to be playing the Hartford Colts. And we'll be live right here on Fat Guy Radio. Becca Myers will be singing the national anthem. All right. Got a defense chant going. Olberg back to pass. He's in pressure again. And there's a pass. Incomplete. 4th down. 4th down, Militia. 4th and 17. Wow. What a game. Woo, doggy. 4th and 17. The shotgun. There's the Hail Mary pass. Incomplete. It went out of bounds. Turnover on downs. So the Panthers take over 1st and 10 from the Militia 32, excuse me. First from the Militia 33, 1st and 10. What a play. The defense came out that time for the Panthers. For the Panthers from the Militia 33-yard line. Less than 1 minute to go in the game. And now it's up to the Panthers to just let the clock run. And here comes number 11, Todd Carroll, at quarterback, giving Richard Snowden a break. All right. In the shotgun with two backs around him. 2 receivers, 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Sorry, 3 receivers. And Carroll in the shotgun. There's the snap. And the handoff. That's all right. That's all right. Taken down for a loss. Now that was number 20 on the run, Tyrone Kelly. So it'll be second and timeout Militia, 2nd and 12 from 2nd and 14 from the 36. Boy, oh boy, what a game we've got here. This is what you call a barn burner, folks. All right, here we go. So Carroll in the shotgun. 2nd and 14. Handoff to who is that? Number 6, Antoine Carr. Loss of 1 on the play. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell who that was. Touchdown. Timeout Militia again. All right, another timeout for you. Now, this is a time where we really need a sponsor spot. Well, remember, we are brought to you by Wayne Jones Management Company. All right, www.blemg.com. Stay Blessed Productions. And also, Jerry Wilson from It's So Real Productions. Check them out on Facebook or online. We got, I want to thank Jenna Murata for coming up here to sing the national anthem. Great talent, and I hope you check her out online, JennaMurataMusic.com. All right, and Todd Carroll. Oh boy, there's a fumble. A flag on the play, but the play is still going. Offsides against the Militia, so we'll be bring it back to 3rd and 9. Oh boy, this is a barn burner. This is doggy. What's going on here? So it'll be 3rd and 12? 3rd and 14? 4th and... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Was there not a flag? So it's third and...
Declined the penalty, so it's now third down to be taken over again.
All right, so they declined the penalty. Why would they... All right, so it'll be third and 12 from the 35. They declined the penalty, so they got some yard movement. All right. Carroll in the back. That was snapped directly to Jamie Bryant. And he lost a couple of yards. And it looks like it's going to be 4th and 14. 4th and 13. Yep, it keeps the clock running. So they need to get the first down. So this is where you should just sky the ball out, score another touchdown, and really put the nail in the coffin. Oh, they went for what? What was that? Delay a game? Delay a game penalty. So it'll be 4th. So now they're going to bring in the punt team, punt it away. And I don't know, this looks leery. All right, so they're going to bring in the punt team. But I also see number 20, Jerome Bunch, in there. Interesting, very interesting. They have Bunch punting. Number 20, Jerome Bunch is in a punter. This is interesting. All right, so let's see, where are we going to go here? All right. Look for the fake. That's what I would say. Look for the fake to keep the clock running. Yes, I knew it. Jerome Bunch has the ball. He faked it at the 40. He's breaking the tackle. Not enough for a first down, but at least he brought it down to the 31-yard line. So that'll be a turnover on downs. And I think I knew it once I saw Jerome Bunch in there, punter. All right.
As good as a punt, there's no return.
Exactly. No return because there was no punt. Whew. All right. So we're probably down to the final 30 seconds, I would say. And now this is where the defense needs to hold them. Oh, bother, man. This is talk about nail biting. Yeah, this is a game we knew we were going to have. We knew it was going to be a nail biter, a game that wow. All right, so Oberg by himself. He's going for a Hail Mary. That's all he could hope for. He's by himself in the backfield. There's the snap, and he airs it out, and it's caught, and his own guy, fumble. All right, so what was that? That was caught by the receiver. That was a back. It was a back pass. That's the game. The final score: 28. Western Connecticut 10. The game is over. And holy cow! Tied at first. We win. The Panthers win. The Panthers win. All right, folks, we are here for the post-game show. Lenny Murdo is now joining me, Big Daddy Cool, Vinny Apsella. The Panthers win a nail-biter.
Boy, it was right down to the end, just like we predicted.
Absolutely. They win by the final score of 28-20, and now the Panthers are tied for first with the Militia up top the Colonial Conference.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is true because you hear a lot of stories, but supposedly if there's a tie at the end of the season, it's head-to-head points, which would put us in first place. But, of course, we have to win out the rest of the season.
Absolutely, and the Militia need to win out or lose, and either way. But the Militia are a tough team. I can't see them losing, and I can't see the Panthers losing to anybody else either.
I can't either. You know, as long as everybody shows up, everybody's healthy, everybody plays their game, and the weather's not a big factor. You know, I see them going undefeated the rest of the season.
Absolutely. A couple of big plays. I mean, the Militia gave us some nail-biting moments there with a field goal and then a quick touchdown pick six to make it the 28 to bring it up to 20. But they just couldn't get it. I think that hurry-up offense ended up beating them at the end.
Yeah, no question about it. First of all, as far as the big plays goes, they all came off new sets that they didn't show in the first three periods. Why didn't they use it in the first three periods? God only knows. But it worked. It worked beautifully. We did nothing different. We came out, and remember I said I'd like to see them eat the clock. They did not eat the clock. They put the ball in the air. What was strange was the Militia was running.
Yeah.
And they were eating the clock on themselves. It just didn't make much sense to me.
No, it didn't. And then, and then towards the end, it was, I still say that the hurry-up offense hurt Kevin Olberg more. He's a great quarterback, no doubt about it, but I think it hurt him more than I think that the idea was to keep the defense on their toes and not know. But when I honestly feel that they had the plays mapped out instead of reacting to what could possibly be there.
Yeah, there was no question that they knew what they wanted to do. It's just that, again, the no-huddle offense is to keep players off the field. They didn't keep anybody off the field. If you're not going to play the game fast, go into the huddle. You could talk to each other.
Absolutely.
You could tell each other, I could beat the guy this way, I could beat the guy that way, and you help the quarterback that way. To just stand around and wait for people to get ready.
Yeah.
It defeats the whole purpose of it.
You're absolutely right. Well, folks, I want to thank you for listening. It's been a great game here from Falcon Field. Again, the final score, Connecticut Panthers 28, the Western Connecticut Militia 20. That puts the Panthers and the Militia tied up top the Southern Division of the NFL Colonial Conference, both at 5-1 and 6-1. Excuse me, both at 6-1. We will be back here next week. Is a bye week, so the 5th is at a bye week. However, we will be back here on the 12th when the Connecticut Panthers take on the Hartford Colts, and it should be a great game. So, folks, for Len Murdo, Once again, thank you to Jenna Murata for singing the national anthem. And my name is Big Daddy Cool Vinny Apicella. Thank you for listening to the Sports Wire. Thank you for listening to the Connecticut Panthers football. And we'll see you in a couple weeks.